Hello and welcome to my very first stream. I'm going to be streaming Final Fantasy XIV, starting from a whole new character, so I'm going to dive straight into it. I hope you enjoy my little journey. So I can connect into Daily Saint. Hopefully this doesn't take long as last time. I believe they did some updates today. Okay, so as I say, we're going to be creating a new character. Ignore this one, it's an old character of mine. Great character. Now, I'm going to be going for Hure. And we are going to go, obviously, Highlander. They're big beefy boys, lots of DPS. Okay, let's make him not ridiculously tall, but it's fairly tall. 198, I think is a good. I think that's good. Muscle tone. Ooh. Let's go for a real chiseled boy. How's that look? Ooh. And definitions. Struck a pose. Ooh. Okay, that's stand. Right, okay, I think we're gonna go. Yeah, that'll do. Alright, skin tone. Let's go. It's like relatively similar to my own skin tone. So, probably something like this. No, I've got a little bit of colour to myself. Let's go. Okay, that looks good. Yeah, I think that looks really good. So let's choose that. Hairstyle, very important. Let's see what we've got. I think I had that hairstyle at one point. My hair was longer. I don't think I can ever get my hair like that. Or have ever able to. It's kind of cool. Very tempting. I actually had my hair similar to that as well. Okay. Getting there. That looks quite similar to my hairstyle, I believe. What do you think? See what else they've got real first before I actually make a George Bell, thank you. Thank you for becoming a Spazzolite. Let's see now. What's it? I've heard of boob physics, but hair physics. I don't know if I want to go for that hairstyle now. I was kind of hoping to go for my one similar to my own, but I kind of want to go for this now. All right, I'm gonna pick it. I'm gonna pick it. Let's go for it. And it's dark, a little dark. My hair's a bit darker. I know I'm not actually going for my hairstyle now, but I think. Let's see what else they've got. Oh, definitely not grey. I think that looks good. Highlights? Nah, I ain't got no highlights. Okay, face. Not exactly that chiseled. Interesting. May have to rock that look one day. Let's go. That looks very similar to my beard, I think. Not too long, not too short. Let's go with that. Type of face. I think I've got a face like that, I believe. Let's see what jawline. George Bull, nice to see you, man. Thanks very much. I hope everything's going well with you. Harry, good to see you, man. I hope you're doing well. Sound off in the chat if you think I should go for type 3 or type 4 for my face style. I think type 3. What do you guys think? I know you guys are thinking about it right now. Type 3. Alright, let's go for type 3. Harry, you were the deciding call on this one. Okay, eye shape. My eyes are definitely not that small. That looks kind of similar to mine, I think. I think this one, type 4. Yeah, type 4. Definitely large. Eye colour. Brown boy. Okay, eyebrows. Where are my eyebrows? I generally can't see it. I don't have eyebrows for my character. What? Eyebrow shape I think is that. My nose. Okay. Ooh, that looks like my nose. Actually, that's a bit too big, I think. Mine's a little bit more narrow. I think type 4. Mouth. I think. Oh. No. That looks similar to mine. It's a bit too wide. I'll see that one. Lip colour. Ooh. Ooh. Lipstick. Ooh. I wonder what my girlfriend would think about if she saw me wearing lipstick. Ooh. Okay, I think that looks good. Scar, I'll get rid of that one. Probably go for the eye scar. Classic for me. I think that looks good to me. Tattoos. Oh, I look like a bad boy now. No, I think I'll pass for that. Tattoo colour. Don't want to worry about that. Face paint. Ooh. Right, Durant. Adam and the Ants. Nah, I can't do that. That one's kind of cool. Love heart. Love all my homies, of course. Or I could, you know, become a cat guy. That kind of looks cool. Braveheart face paint there. I'll put that blue. Definitely look like face. Need the lippy. I'll go back, shall I? Hold on. Let's go back. Lip colour. There we go. Dark. I can't even see it. Look. Go for pink. There we go. That's the pink right there. What if I change it to light? Not much difference there. Let's go dark. Alright, happy with that. Let's go through that again. Tattoo colour's fine. Nah, that is Adam and the Ants, if I ever saw it. Let's go for a mega. Brand new area. Okay, forename will be Spazzles. And my surname will be... I never thought of a surname yet. Oh. I need to think of a surname now for my character. Didn't even think about that. Spazzles. What's the hairstyle with the hairs going straight out? The one I've got now. It's like a fedora, I think. Is it a fedora? I'm going to go fedora anyway. So we are Spazzles Fodora. New characters cannot be made in this world at the time. Fantastic. Okay, let's return. Homeworld. I'm sure I didn't pick Ragnarok. Is that the only one I can choose? There we go, we're in. Spriggan it is. Oh, it's currently full. Oh no. Players in a queue, 67. Right, usually if I do this, it doesn't always work. But sometimes it does. Let's try that again. You're going to miss the opening scene now, Harry. Just so you know that. Here we go. Man, look at that hairstyle. I'm so glad I picked that hairstyle now. It's quite great, to be fair.
Here. Here. Feel.
Oh, that's bright. Oh, shit. Is this... That will be... La Habrea, I believe.
Hear, feel, think.
Oof. Oh, look, him. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, wait, where did it say it's going to start? There's 3 areas you can start in. So you've got Gridania, La Nosca, and what's the third one? I've forgotten what the third one is now. I remember Gridania. I recognise it straight away. You alright, lad? Geezer. You were moaning in your sleep and sweating buckets beside. That'll be the Aether, I reckon. Some are more prone to the sickness than others. No to the fret though. You'll soon get used to it. Oh, where's I'm going to cheeky sip of wine? My kind of guy. Oh, no. There be the Moogles. Koopa Koopa. Alright, lad. I hear ya. Don't worry. Feeling better, Koopa? Aha! You can see us. I had a feeling you could, Koopa. We are Moogles, and we live in this wood. So Moogles are not everyone can see the Moogles. He's shaking his thing in front of him there. Whew. Normal folks can't see or hear us, which makes you special, Koopa. And seeing as you are special, maybe you can tell us something. The wood's been restless of late. Lots of strange things happening. Have you had a chance to witness anything suspicious, Koopa? Nope. Just drinking the wine. What savage. But of course you haven't. You've only just arrived. Well, there's nothing for it. Then. We'll just have to keep looking. Nice to meet you, Koopa. And off they go. Right, how is he not drunk, that little one? That's a good question, actually. I'm going to wonder if... I'm going to have to Google later if Moogles can get drunk. How did you not notice the bottles kind of floating midair, even though if you can't see the Moogle? He's drinking right in front of him. Need to lay off the stuff, mate. Gridania's still a far way off, in case you were wondering. Seeing as you're awake, how about you keep me company until we get there? Them young'uns don't much care for conversation, see? Vermont's the name, and peddling's betrayed. Good old trader. As for your good self, judging by your unusual garments, I say you're one of them new adventurers. Am I warm? I knew it. Going wherever the wind blows, seeking fortune and glory. Now that's what I call living. It's pretty good living, to be fair. So as long as you can avoid dying, I mean. Ain't no secret that adventure is a risky business. It's these days especially. What was it that first attracted you to it? Ooh. Gain power, to win glory, to amass a fortune. I like the sound of glory. Abigail, thank you for coming to Spazzolite. Welcome to the team. Welcome to the army. Glory, eh? Well, if you're willing to take one of them tasks on as other folks ain't, an adventurer such as yourself can win fame and coin, but can't buy it even. When you arrive in town, you want to report to an Adventurers Guild. Sounds like any anime I've watched, Adventurers Guild. You can find out everything you need to know about the adventuring business in there. You just got to follow me, Harry. That's what you got to do. I think you're already a Spazzolite. Anyone that follows the channel, they're an instant Spazzolite. They're part of the army. Just remember though, there's more important things than fortune and glory, such as breathing. Well, you ain't wrong. Ain't no profit in being dead, and that's a fact. Spaz Army. That's Spazzolite Army. Spaz Army short. It's the acronym for it. Go no further. What's this then? Oh, shit. What's going on? Oh, being attacked apparently. A skirmish has broken up ahead with the Ixal. For your own safety, you must remain here until... Oh, here they come. Oh, that's the Ixal there, Beastman. Bloody hells. We should hold him here. Try to break clear. Oh, I gotta be a better shot than that. Oh! Just savaged him. I was going to get a bit of action there. That was too bleeding close. Nice of you, Ixal, to send us a welcoming party though, hey? Joking aside, this won't be the last time you meet those feathered fiends. So just take you care, alright? By the by, is this your first trip to Gridania? No, it's not. Technically. Thought not. Ah, but I'll wager there's been some changes since your last visit. Allow a journey... What the... Interrents? Is that where... I'm going to say interrent. That sounds right to me. To teach you a few things about your destination. Ahem. The city of Gridania lies slap bang in the middle of the Black Shroud, the biggest, luscious forest in all Eorzea. Though it ain't near as lush as it used to be, saying that. Not since the calamity laid half of it to waste. The destruction prompted a herd of new nasties to move in, and gave the Ixal unneeded encouragement. Birdman raids become a daily occurrence. Ah, at long last. Behold Gridania, the forest nation blessed by the elementals.
The Black Shroud, the ancient forest, close to the heart of Eorzea. Beneath the boughs of its towering trees lies the woodland city-state of Gridania. Once a sanctuary from the world beyond the hedge, even the mighty elementals, eternal guardians of the forest, could not forestall the coming of the seventh umbral era.
I like Gridania. It's quite. I love the aesthetic. Ooh.
The goddess Nofika was never one to forsake her children, and today she welcomes another brave soul.
That's me. I'm the brave soul.
One who may yet play a telling role in the tale of this great realm.
And here's we parts ways, son. I'm off to the markets to deliver me wares. Then it's back to the high road for me. Here, I want you to have this. By way of thanks for keeping me company. Ah, what's he giving me? Hey, you never did tell me your name, did you? Well, here's an idea. Become the sort of story personage I can brag about having met, and I consider us square. Sounds like fair trade to me.
May the matron take him to her bosom, that he may never want.
Bosom.
And in his heart, sow serenity, purity, and sanctity.
I've got them leather high boots, man. I look fine as. There we go. Final Fantasy XIV. Love that harp music, man. Okay, we're going to get into it yet, or? Oh, no. I love the way that this nation's built within the forest. It's so cool. I love that aesthetic. You there? Yes, you. Who's this then? Oh, is that the geezer we saw earlier? Oh, no, it's not. Your face is not known to me. Newly come to the city, no doubt. Look at that choker I've got on. That is a choker and a half. I am Bertenant, a wood whaler of Gridania. I wonder if he's got relations to David. It's my duty to protect our nation from her enemies while welcoming those who may yet prove her friends. Let us see which you are. What are we going to have me do? Another green adventure, I presume. I thought as much. Can't allow strangers to wander Gridania unchecked and untested. Mr. Bonks, thank you for becoming a Spazzolite. Welcome to the army. Before you rush off and begin pestering every second citizen to work, I suggest you make yourself known at the Carline Canopy. That's the headquarters of the local Adventurers Guild, in case you are wondering. The Carline Canopy is the building you see behind me. Speak to Mother Ywain? Eorzea? Yeah, Eorzea. We're going to Eorzea within, and she will take you in hand. I was going to hold my hand. I don't know how she's reading that blurry text. That's impossible. Well, well, what do we have here? A wide-eyed and wandering young adventurer come to put your name down at the guild, I assume. Ah. Welcome. Eowyn's my name, or Mother Eowyn. Eowyn. The names in this are so hard to pronounce sometimes. We're going to go Eowyn. That's her name from that one. Eowyn, as most call me. And the Carline Canopy is my place. As the head of the Adventurers Guild in Gridania, I have the honour of providing guidance to the fledgling heroes who pass through our gates. No matter your ambitions, the guild here is to help you to attain them. Ah, that's nice. In return, we expect you to fulfil your duties as an adventurer by assisting the people of Gridania. A fine deal, wouldn't you agree? To an outsider's eye, all may seem well with our nation, but naught could be further from the truth. The people live in a state of constant apprehension. The Ixal and various gangs of common bandits provide an unending supply of trouble. Trouble compounded by the ever-present threat of the Garlean Empire to the north. And that is to say nothing of the calamity. Even now, the wounds have barely begun to heal. Ah, but I speak of it as if you were there. Forgive me. 5 years past, Eorzea was well nigh laid to waste when the dread worm emerged from within the lesser moon Dalamon and rained fire upon the realm. It is this which people call the calamity. Scarcely a square mile of the Twelmswood was spared the devastation. Yet, despite the forest's extensive wounds, not a soul among us can recall precisely how it happened. Oh, memory wipe. It's because the game got deleted, so no one retained their memories. I am well aware of how improbable that must sound to an outsider. It is improbable, but it's also true. For reasons we can ill explain, the facts surrounding the calamity are shrouded in mystery. There are as many versions of the events as the people willing to recount them. Yet amidst the hazy recollections of conflicting accounts, all agree on one thing, that Eorzea was saved from a certain doom by a band of valiant adventurers. Whatever else we've misremembered, none of us have forgotten the heroes who risked life and limbs for the sake of the realm, and yet, whenever we try to say their names, the words die upon our lips. And whenever we try to call their faces to mind, we see naught but silhouettes amidst a blinding glare. Turn the light down. Thus have these adventurers come to be known as the Warriors of Light. Ahem. Pray do not feel daunted by these deeds of legends. We do not ask that you become another Warrior of Light, only that you do what you can to assist the people of Gridania. Great or small, every contribution counts. I trust you will play your part. All that's left then is to conclude your business of registration. Here's a quill. Scrawl your name right there. There! Oh, and I would appreciate it if you used your real name. There is a special place on the 7th hell for those who use amusing aliases. Don't know what you're on about. Spazzles is my real name. Spazzles Fodora, huh? And you're quite sure that isn't an amusing alias? Hey, what are you trying to say? What are you trying to say? Very well. From this moment forward, you are a registered adventurer of the Gridania, nation blessed by the elementals and the bounty of the Twelveswood. The guild expects great things from you. Look at what just arrived. Another goddamn adventurer. Rude. Don't you start with that. Adventurers are the very salve the Gridania needs. The elder Seed Seer herself bade us welcome to them with open arms. Do you mean to disregard her will? Ooh, talking fire now. Of course not. Lest you forget, it is my sworn duty to uphold the peace. Am I to blame if outsiders bring mistrust upon themselves? You, adventurer, mind that you do not cause any trouble here, or I shall personally cast you outside of this realm into the 7th hell. I mean, you can fight me if you want. Fight me! Fight me, bitch. Yeah, you walk away. Pay that outburst no mind. He only meant to cancel you. No, he didn't. He's picking a fight. Suspicious characters have found in the Twelveswood of late, you see, and the Wood Whalers feel they cannot afford to take any chances. As is often the way with folk who live in isolation, Gridanians are wont to mistrust things they do not know well. Know. Your good self included. Fear not, however, given a catalogue of exemplary deeds, and no more than a handful of years, the locals will surely warm to you. Years? I ain't got years. I've got a couple of hours. How about that? On behalf of my fellow citizens, I welcome you to Gridania. May you come to consider our nation as your own in time. Oh, no, that's more of a welcome than the other guy, really. Come on. Now then, may you depend on old Mother Ywain to teach you a few things that every adventurer should know. Show me the ropes. Hold my hand. Okay, let us begin at the beginning, shall we? Always a good start. Now that you are a formal member of the Adventurers Guild, we must make sure you have firm grasp on the fundamentals of adventuring. To that end, I have 3 tasks I wish you to perform. Hello Carl, how you doing, man? Glad you can join us. Alright, your first task is to visit the Aetheryte. The massive crystal stands in the middle of the Aetheryte Plaza, not far from the Carline Canopy. As a device that enables instantaneous transportation, the Aetheryte plays a key role in the life of the ever-wandering adventurer. Once you have located the crystal, all you need to do is touch its surface. A member of the Wood Whalers will be present to offer further instruction. For your second task, you are to visit the Lancers Guild. There is no better place to learn the arts of the polearm and pole dancing. Speak with Gillian, and she will explain the benefits of joining the guild. For your third and final task, I would have you visit the markets at the heart of Old Gridania's commercial district. There you should find weapons and armour and all the various items an adventurer might need on his travels. There is, however, more to the markets than buying and selling goods. Speak with Parsimontre, and listen well to his counsel. The merchant can be uncooperative at times, so be sure to offer him one of my famous eel pies. Eel pies. I'm not sure how I feel about that. Like so many men, he is much more charitable when his stomach is full. Here, I made a batch not long ago. You have your tasks, Basil. May nothing could guide your path. Ah, and one more thing. Should you happen to come across any citizens in need, don't be afraid to proffer a helping hand. I'm certain they will be pleased to meet an adventurer in whom they can confide their woes. Granted, the work they offer is unlikely to be of the realm-shattering importance, but prove your worth and build a reputation, and in time, folk will be more inclined to entrust you with matters of moment. Get my reputation going. I also suggest that you lend an ear to the smith here in the canopy. The smiths are trusted representatives of the Adventurers Guild and are an invaluable source of advice and for neophyte heroes like greatness. Oh, look, Val. Hello. I'll talk to that guy, I guess. Alright, let's get going. Greetings, adventurer. I see you are faithfully following Mother Ywain's instructions. Allow me to offer you a bit of instruction myself. I am Nisia of the Wood Whalers, and I know a thing or two about the Aetheryte. Yes, that big crystal right there. Aetherites are devices that tap into the ethereal energies and are primarily used as a means to travel swiftly from one place to another. So it's basically fast travel. Return and teleport, the most common transportation spells, make direct use of the Aetherites and the connection to the flow of Aether. Jess, thank you for the follow. Thank you so much for joining the Spazzles army. Yeah, I must agree. I do prefer controller for this game. I used to play this game probably about 3 years ago, and also when it first released, when it first came out as a Realm Reborn. I've always used a controller. I just felt it's more fluid for me. I just couldn't get on with a mouse and keyboard. Some games is good, but for this one I prefer controller. And as these devices are found in almost every corner of Eorzea, any adventurer worthy of the name will wish to seek out and attune themselves to each one. Truly, few things in this world are so useful to an intrepid explorer. But you need to locate them all. But you need not locate them all at once. Let's go ahead of ourselves. Before rushing out into the wilds, I suggest you start with the Aetherites found here in Gridania. Should you wish to learn more about the Aetherite or transportation magic, I am here to answer your questions. Cool, right. So, return learned. You attuned to the Aetherite, you are now able to use the return spell. Carl, thank you for the follow and joining the Spazzles army. You are most welcome here. Eel pie? Anyone fancy an eel pie? That flaky crust, just divine. I mean, a cherry pie, I can understand. Cherry pie's lovely. Very well, I am a man of my word. Pay close attention, for I only explain this once. I'm listening. Headset on, listening to every word. The aspiring adventurer need look no further than the rosewood and ebony stalls. Both are but a short stroll from where we stand. If you mean to do battle, best be prepared with a quality set of weapons and armour. I mean, I was planning to fight, naked. It's kind of the OP way of doing it, isn't it? Such goods are the province of Rosewood Stalls, directly south of here. You will be pleased to learn that the merchants of Gridania are exceedingly particular when it comes to craftsmanship, so you needn't fear for defective straps and the like. If it is potions and paraphernalia you seek, head north to the Ebony Stalls. Yeah, we're going to get our drugs. Get that crack cocaine. Okay, shelves there are lavishly stocked but widely travelled all-darn merchants. I may truly say that I have seen things amongst their myriad wares that I scarce knew existed. Yeah, I bet you did. Do you follow me thus far? The first step in any purchase is to select the stalls that meet your needs. Xiao, thanks for the follow. Thank you for joining the Spazzles army. Right. Then you may concern yourself with price and profit. There is little more I can teach you with mere words. Go peruse the stalls and see for yourself what wares they offer. There is no substitute for first-hand experience. After all, I am weary of talking. Unless you have another eel pie? Nah, bruh. Sorry, only one. Only one. Sensei. Ah, Sensei Ywain. Okay, well met, adventurer. I understand you wish to learn the Lancer's art under our roof. Though you have doubtless brandished a spear before this day, and perhaps even in earnest, you still have a long way to go before you may call yourself a Lancer in sooth. In my capacity as Guildmaster, I shall guide your training, beginning with the very basics, the principle of our art. There exist a myriad fighting styles, each with its own unique qualities. None, however, can claim to be as offensively minded as ours. Our approach is ever one of attack, no matter who or what we face. An experienced Lancer is able to wield a polearm as if it was an extension of his body. He transforms it into a raging storm before his foes, delivering a barrage of devastating thrusts and slashes. To facilitate such a relentless assault, we Lancers forego plate, favouring armour of leather and chain. Such materials as provide adequate protection without unduly hindering a movement. A Lancer's worth may be measured quite simply in how swiftly and decisively he can pierce his enemy's defences. By its nature, the polearm is simply a weapon to wield, for good or ill. Even in a farmer's hand, it is capable of wreaking considerable havoc. Thus has it been a mainstay of every great army since its ancient times. Yet no, a lance alone does not a lancer make. Faced with unfavourable odds, an unseasoned spearman will break formation and flee without a moment's hesitation. A true lancer, however, flinches not before his enemy, for he knows not the meaning of fear. Ever does he press forward, disdainful of odds that he might pierce the enemy line and open a path to victory. Needless to say, doing so requires no small amount of courage, and that is why our guild has striven from the first to instill this essential quality in every soul who passes through our halls. Arduous trials await you should you join our ranks. Knowing this, have you the resolve to wield the lance? Well, that's why I'm here. Well said, adventurer. I see no reason to deny you a place within our ranks. But I neglected to introduce myself. I am Ywain, master of this guild. Pleasantries duly exchanged, I hereby assign you your first task, a trial to be precise. In order to develop an affinity with your weapon and learn to gauge such things as distance, you have to go forth and brandish your spear with reckless abandon. That means I just gotta go out and kill all this stuff, I guess. Squirrels, ladybugs, and fungars that roam just outside the city should provide you with a suitable challenge. Put down, let us say, 3 of each, and then report back to me. That sounds pretty easy. That green tick, that's what I like to see. Conquering hero returns. Well, hardly conquering, I've not really done anything. You have completed my little task, I trust. Yep, I've delivered the pie and talked to a lot of people. The 3 locations you visit will feature prominently in your life as an adventurer. It's best you grow familiar with them as soon as possible. And you took the time to listen to the woes of the citizenry? Kind of, not really. I cannot emphasize how important it is to lend your talents to one and all, no matter how trivial the matter may seem. Can't agree more. I am thankful that you are an obliging sort, Spazzles. It is adventurers like you who will win the hearts of the locals and pave the way for those who follow. I pray Gridania can rely on your aid and in its struggles to come. Give me that sweet XP! Let's go! Okay, let's get into the actual killing. Oh, that was rude. Okay. Ladybug ain't no match for me. Oh, we need fungars. Oh, there's one there. Oh! That was the epitome of like when big guys like myself like hold their stomach in. And then when they relax, it all goes out. That's pretty much what that just reminded me of just there. Back to Gridania. Oh, look at this guy. Dude. What is that? That's a gunbreaker. Looking sick. So you are back. I trust you have learned something of the essence of our art. A lancer learns best when he's doing, each thrust making him stronger. Such things as strategy and technique will come in time. And never forget courage. Without it, you cannot hope to realise your potential. Your look betrays no hint of doubt. I would have you take with you this hunting log. It bears the names of the creatures against which a lancer might hone his skills. To be sure, there is no single way to master our art. The log serves to guide you should you find yourself in need of direction. Oh, thank you very much, Shao. That will be all for present. Now, take up your weapon, sally forth, and cut a path for yourself. When we next meet, I hope to see you stronger for your time out in the world. Alright, Spazzles, have you visited the Bannock on your wanderings? It is a training ground found just outside the city where the soldiers of the Order of the Twin Adder are drilled in swordplay and other martial matters. I mention this because an acquaintance of mine, a gentleman by the name of Galfrid, is an instructor there, and I think you may be of use to him. Go and introduce yourself and find out if there's anything you can do to help. Mind you, do not stray far from the path. The Twelve Woods is no place for merry strolls through the underbrush. Oh, thanks for your advice. Ooh. Because one would say I was a horny boy. Anyway, I am actually going to hide that. I'm going to do it from here because, I mean, that is a glorious fedora. I think that's what the hair's called. I mean, shout out in the chat if you know what that hairstyle is called. Alright, here we go. Galfrid. Greetings, Spazzles Fodora. Ywain sent word to expect you. My name is Galfrid, and I'm responsible for training our Twin Adder recruits. I thank you for volunteering your assistance. The 12 Wood is much changed since the clamorous arrival of the 7th Umbral Era 5 years ago. The power of the elementals wane, and the harmony of the forest gives way to chaos. A great abundance of life has been lost as a strong rung rampant, stifling the wink and spurring new sprung. Though it may not appear so to the eyes of an outsider, the 12 Woods is an ailing. Its once rich verity is fading memory. For the citizens of Gridania, the restoration of the forest is a sacred duty, and it is my hope that adventurers such as you will offer to aid them in their struggle. Listen to the requests and do all you can. May the elementals bless your endeavours, Spazzles Fodora. Alright, here we go. We're going to pick some sick new boots. Alright, I see you are eager to lend a hand, Spazzles. That is well, but I cannot in good conscience send you into the forest until I establish that your equipment is equal to the task. It bears repeating that in the 5 years since the dawn of the 7th Umbral Era, many of the 12 Woods creatures have transformed into vicious, bloodthirsty monsters. Venturing into the forest without proper gear is tantamount to suicide. I suggest you take some time to evaluate your equipment. Once you deem your armour to be sufficient quality, present yourself for me for inspection. Alright, equip your head, body, legs and feet with gear of item level 5 or above before returning to speak with Galfred. Completed the quest already, didn't have to actually do anything. Right, yes, I think you passed muster. You would be surprised at how many young, promising soldiers get themselves killed by rushing off into the woods without first donning a decent set of armour. Your equipment, however, should provide the required degree of protection. Consider yourself ready for duty, Spazzles. Spazzles, by your tireless efforts you have proven yourself a friend to Gridania. I've not done anything! Tireless efforts? What have I done? I believe you can be trusted with sensitive intelligence. I don't think you should. I would assign you a mission of considerable importance, yet the need for secrecy prevents me from disclosing its details until you have pledged your participation. I am authorised to tell you that only that it concerns suspicious activity in the Swordwood. Say that you will lend us your aid and I shall proceed with the briefing. Yep, that sounds good to me. Chasing shadows. Okay. Good. Time is of the essence, so listen well. You will by now have heard that a suspicious individual has been seen prowling the Twelveswood. And you may also be aware that the Ixal activity has risen sharply in the region of late. What you may not know is that the increase coincided almost exactly with the first recorded sighting of the aforementioned individual. Connection, we've tightened our surveillance in hopes of tracking down our unknown visitor. Alas, our quarry is proving to be exceedingly elusive, almost if he knows our movements ahead of time. Oh, it sounds like you've got a spy in units. But where whole units have failed, a lone adventurer may yet succeed. Acting independently and covertly, you may be able to close in our quarry unnoticed. Fear and anxiety are beginning to take their toll upon the citizenry, Spazzles. For their sake, I ask you aid us in this investigation. Oh, as long as you give me the XP and the gear, I'll be happy. You have my gratitude. With your help, I am hopeful we will shed light upon this mystery. Begin your search at Lifemen Stump. It is there that the majority of the sightings took place. Be forewarned, our people cannot offer you support, lest our quarry catch scent of our presence and invade us yet again. Proceed with caution. There we go. Ah, what have we got here then? That's an Ixal blade. I recognise that. What do we hear?
Look, someone's already here.
Oh, who's that? Ah, it's Yda and Papylmo.
Oh dear. Is that a sword in the stump? Bad idea. Really bad idea. It takes a lot less than that to incite the green wrath, you know. Why, the first time we came to the Twelveswood, we almost ended up as a stranger dinner, just for crashing our airship in the wrong place.
No, not
it was
this
all
one.
Papylmo's
Not even
fault, of
close.
course. Though he'd sooner swallow his staff than admit.
I have no idea what's going on right now.
You know him, Kuplo Kop?
Kuplo Kop.
Well, not exactly, but we did once share a carriage. Isn't that right?
I didn't think the voice of that was going to be like that. I wasn't expecting that. Oh, that's a fancy gadget. I reckon I'll look into one of those.
How are the readings?
Same as the last. There is a disturbance here as well. And newly manifested at that.
There's a disturbance in the force. Okay.
Kuplo Kop seems convinced of your innocence. But if this isn't your doing, whose is it?
Ever since the calamity, the forest's been really sensitive.
Oh, hurts his feelings.
The slightest disruption to the etheric flow.
Oh.
And this sort of thing happens.
Oh, okay. What's going on? Oh, it's a tree end. Tree beard. Shh. Oh, shit. Buckle up. Let's go. Got some piercing to do.
It seems we have little choice.
Easy mode. Let's do this. Take out the little ones. Ah, hang on. Maybe I should attack the one that they're attacking. I got this. I got this. Oh, I one-shot him. Alright, I've got this. Smash that tree. Oh, we got some... Where are they? Frenzied bolts. Oh, they're coming for me. Big damage, big damage on it. Does it just be like shrunken heads? Big damage. Oh! Off you go. I feel like I'm doing nothing for this guy. Oh, you ain't getting me, son. No, you ain't getting me. Alright, we got this. Acorn Armageddon. Oh, man. Come on, nearly done. Oof. Pretty sure that was all down to me. Didn't look that big in the fight. Oh, cool little earring. Ooh, it's a crystal. Let's sell that. Make some decent money. Oh, floated. That's bright. That hairstyle, man, looks sick.
Hear, feel, think.
Oh, damn. Meteorite shower or something.
Crystal bearer. I am Hydaelyn, all made one.
She's a lot
A light
smaller than I
there
remember.
once was that shone throughout this realm, yet it hath since grown dim. And as it hath faltered, so hath darkness risen up in its stead, presaging an end to life. For the sake of all, I beseech thee, deliver us from this fate.
Oh, okay.
The power to banish the darkness dwelleth in the crystals of light. Journey forth and lay claim to them.
I guess that'll be my new mission going forward then. I see, that's Hydaelyn there. I remember it being a lot bigger.
By thy deeds shall the crystals reveal themselves to thee. Only believe, for the light liveth in thy heart.
Huge. have become one with the crystal.
Go now, my child, and shine thy light on all creation.
Happy for that.
You fainted. A surfeit of ether, no doubt.
Surfeit?
And what have we here?
That's an Ixali. Or Ixal.
Our culprit, it would seem, an Ixal. And no ordinary Ixal either. A chieftain.
Ooh, serious stuff.
That
serious.
they would venture this deep into enemy territory, the beastmen may indeed be acting under orders.
New leader then.
This is Papylmo. We found
How
the
are we
culprit.
feeling then?
It was an Ixali
Better?
chieftain.
Good.
Yes, we'll seek Brother Esumian's cooperation in the matter. Yda?
Giant crystals.
Oh, loud.
Can't say I've
tactless.
seen any.
Much the same as always.
Are you sure you're feeling better?
We tripping after he's had that crystal then.
Understood. Over and out. Kuplokop, please bear word of these developments to Brother Esumian. We shall soon return to give a full report.
Understood. Over and out. Kupo!
I actually definitely want to pet Kupo now. Pet Moogle, not Kupo. Oh, I'm turning Moogle.
Here is where we part ways. Till next time, take care.
Oh, thank you.
I think that sword might be a clue. You should definitely pull it out and take it back to the Bannock.
Oh, thanks for the advice.
You don't suppose that adventurer could see Kuplokop, do you?
Yes, we can.
And this occurs to you now?
My Christmas list.
Yes. It seemed that way.
It's not far now. It's not far at all.
Time will tell.
Well, time will have to, because you won't. You never tell me what's really going on. Unless you don't know what's going on either.
Plot twist.
You'd like that, wouldn't you?
It's definitely a Japanese hairstyle I've only seen in animes and some Japanese movies and series. I can't remember. I'm pretty sure it's called a fedora. I could be completely wrong. And now I've just had my last name called Fedora for no reason. Right, I can say with absolute certainty that this blade is of Ixali origin. It is a kind of exclusive in the Beastman's rituals. The Ixal are rarely set foot in the central shroud. So tight is our guard over the area. What purpose could have driven them to take such a risk? I fear something is afoot. What's that? A dubious couple sporting peculiar spectacles? Ha ha ha! So you've finally been acquainted with Yda and Papylmo. Lay your suspicions to rest. Gridania counts them among her staunchest allies. Both are scholars hailing from a distant land, have been with us since before the calamity. Their garb may appear outlandish, but the exchange is baffling, but never once have they given us cause to doubt them. Indeed, they often assist the gods Quiver and the Wood Whalers in their work, much as I hope you will in the days to come, Spazzles. Spazzle Presley. I should have named myself that. Although our unknown visitor eludes us still, Owing to your efforts, we have acquired important intelligence on the Ixali threat. You have my gratitude. We are fortunate indeed to have a capable adventurer such as you aiding us. I pray you will continue to serve the people of Gridania in whatever capacity you are able. Alright. I just realised something. In the previous quest, I had a... Level 7, let's go. In the previous quest, I had a new lance, and I haven't equipped it yet. Oops. Spazzles. Injuries to several of my men have left me short-handed, and I require a capable sort to complete their unfinished duty. The task is simple. Put down as many of the local Chigo population as necessary to acquire 3 of the egg sacs. Having done so, you are to deliver them to Monranguin at Gilbert Spire. He will answer any queries you might have there. Now, I have other business to attend to. That's a big mosquito. Ah, you must be the adventurer standing in for our injured companions. Terrible, unfortunate business, that. Let's give in the eggs. It seems, however, that you had little trouble gathering the egg sacs in their stead. Excellent work. I shall have them sent over to Trappers League immediately. Lest you wonder, these egg sacs are not destined to the dining table. I wouldn't hope so either. This ain't celebrity get me out of here. Members of the Twin Adder and the Wood Whalers are assisting the League by collecting the samples they need to check for signs of sickness. The Chigo, you see, is one of the few creatures capable of transmitting the disease known as the Creeping Death. I do not want to get that. Until relatively recently, any Huar who contracted this ghastly illness would almost invariably perish. Ooh, definitely don't want to get that. Indeed, a single outbreak once claimed the lives of a third of the Huron population here in Gridania. That was a long time ago, of course. The medicines available now, the Creeping Death is not the killer it once was. Even so, it's best to halt any new outbreaks before they occur. Thus, we gather the Chigo eggs on a regular basis in order to assist the Trappers League with the ongoing research. Your timely assistance is most appreciated. Oh, cheers, thank you very much. Nearly level 8 already. What is that? Let's try that on. What is it? Oh, excuse me. I have got pants on, I swear. Such an embarrassing turn of events. To send a recruit from the Bannock on a surveying expedition only for the Craven, to turn tail and flee at the first sign of trouble. This is not how we treat requests from the Conjurers. And if such a poor showing weren't bad enough, that lily-livered half-wit left behind the surveying equipment provided by Hera Pauline herself. While I attempt to instill some backbone into this so-called soldier, would you mind recovering his surveying gear and returning to the Hera Pauline at Gabinu's Bower? According to my recruit's tale of woe, there should be a set of surveying records, a surveyor's rope, and 2 boxes of surveyor's instruments strewn about the interior of the cave to the south of here. It's a wonder the damn fool didn't lose his boots. Mention what I've... going on? Oh, it's a fate. This is like world events. Alright, let's do this. Well, these are big boys. Alright. Pompadour. That's the... Right, thank you. That's what it's called. Not a bloody fedora. Wow, what am I thinking about fedora? And there we go. Ah, fedora's a type of hat. Oh, I know. It's like a. It's like they used to wear in the 30s, didn't they, with the suit? I believe, like almost like a trilby hat, but bigger. Is that right? But oh, what the hell is? I'd tell you what. If one of these was in my house, I'd move out. What the hell? Oh, I know what these are. These are like Japanese spider crabs. Okay. Yeah, kind of like a cowboy hat. In a way, yeah. Okay, so we've got the survey equipment. Ah, there it is. Puck off. Alright, let's hand these in. Chocolate fence. I was in there, I believe. Garin's Bower. Yep, here we are. And Paulina. Yes, may I assist you with some matter? Yep, here's your records, your instruments, and your rope. Oh, but this is the equipment I left with the soldiers of the Bannock. Fled at the first sign of danger, you see. I see. Well, all is not lost. It appears the recruit managed to complete the surveying assignment. The records are actually quite detailed. With the changes wrought by the calamity, I thought it would be wise to send the Order of the Twin Adder on a number of expeditions to map the region's topography. As fortune would have it, the officers saw these tasks as an excellent opportunity to train inexperienced soldiers. We can no longer rely on our past knowledge of the Twelvewood. If we are to survive these troubled times, we must reacquaint ourselves with our surroundings, that we may better discern the threats we face. Stay vigilant, adventurer. Very much. Oh, we just jumped all the way to level 9. I hesitate to make such a dangerous request, but might you assist us in thinning the numbers of our gnolls on naked rock? Oh, hello. My kind of rock. In our efforts to commune with the elementals, we conjurers often find ourselves in the area. Of late, however, our meditations have all too frequently been interrupted by unprovoked anal attacks. Truly, the beasts grow more aggressive by the day. Their numbers have continued to grow since the advent of the 7th Umbral area, you see, forcing packs of the Scaleskin to come down from the mountains in search for food. If you could slay a handful of these beasts, it should lessen the need to hunt and also serve as a warning to the Anals to remain within their territory. But I am afraid you must do more than thin the existing population. If you are to truly break this spiraling growth, we must also target their future offspring. Bruh! Let's smash some eggs, make some omelettes. Bring me one of their eggs and you'll have played your part in returning balance to the area of the forest. I'll take this quest up as well. This man is angry, to say the least. Right, I'm going to try and say this with a serious face on. God damn you, mushroom-headed, spiny-legged, spore-spewing abominations. That was a mouthful. Suck the life out of my precious trees, will you? Damn you to the 7. Oh, take the matron. You look like just the sort to help me deal with this nightmare. My poor trees. Trees I've tended since they were scarcely saplings, I might add, have been infested with the parasite fungi. If I let those pests have their way, my babies will have naught but deadwood before the week is out. Smear a little of this amber unguent on the infested tree, though, and the horrid creatures will drop clean off. Allow to administer adventurous-style vengeance. Did you hear that? You malignant toadstools, your end is nigh. This guy has got a hard one for these toadstools, these fungi. You'll rule the day, you... My apologies. The wrath is upon me. Oh, shit. Fear not, I am now quite calm. So the fungi, bastards they are, have attached themselves to the 3 trees. Once you have ground these treacherous mushrooms into a pulp beneath your righteous boot, come back and tell me exactly how it felt. Alright, next one. Let's go. Easy stuff, easy stuff. Right, let's get some new gloves. Right, I must say, I'm glad to meet an adventurer of such talents. Just look at you in all your fungus-spattered glory. You have my thanks. Alright, it's alright, I don't mind. Alright, let's grab that. Spazzles. After all the thrashing you goes those infernal fungi, I do believe you might be the very person to solve another problem of mine. Microchews. These vile little beasts draw their sustenance directly from the soil. Ordinarily, the forest would be only happy to provide, but these days there are just too bloody many of them. So many, in fact, they're leeching every last nutrient from the ground. You think this soil was put here just for you and your microchew mates? Gah! I should go over there and well, I'm not rightly sure what it is I should do. But someone should certainly do something. And soon, before I apologise. The rage, you see, takes over, and there's naught I can do but fume and sputter. If you could see your way to exterminating 8 or so of these soil despoilers, you will have my eternal gratitude. Once you have taken care of the Mitrachews, I'll be grateful if you report to Eldrith? 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 Eldrith. I'll go with Eldrith. We'll find him out just outside. I hear that the degradation of the soil has been as much a source of consternation to him as it has to me. I do apologise. Some of these are really big words. And I'm sure he'd appreciate knowing the problem has been solved. Alright. Okay. Imagine having these in your garden, huh? Oh man, I've been poisoned. And one more. Oh, that was a sound. Oh, anyone else heard that? Oh, level 8. And we're done. Oh, it's like little dragons. Shh, stealing your egg. Doesn't know that I stole his egg. Ah, you have returned. Now might my brothers and sisters continue their meditations undisturbed. You have my thanks. As for the egg, may I ask you to deliver it to what? To Sabur Kamazon. To Sabur Kamazon. I think that's right. At the Bannock. I know eggs are both large and filled with nutrients. A perfect meal for a soldier. Should be more than a little piece of tea, I should imagine. Alright, let's turn it in. You say you've slain a good number of those Mitrachews. Well, that is a welcome piece of news. I was afraid old Gabinu would take an axe in hand and try to hack apart the pest himself. Perhaps now his troubled mind might know some peace. You have my thanks. New leather belt. Ah, here we go. The Subkazanon. Kamazon. Such a weird name. They've got some really weird names in this game. Who goes there? Oh, Spazzles. How do you know it was me? Another delivery. I'm not certain I should be the one to buy another card. That's an annul egg. The troops will be glad indeed to see one of these at their table. And just say Hera Pauline sent you on this errand. I hear the annuls are more numerous than ever, yet you appear to have managed the task with your skin intact. Your skill and bravery continue to amaze me, Spazzles. Ah, here we go. New hole. Oh, and new skill. Awesome. Okay. Let's take the next quest. Spazzles, thank God you've come. We have a potential crisis on our hands and I appreciate your assistance. Will you hear me out? Oh, of course, man. I don't mind. Here we go. Listen well, for we haven't much time. To the southeast of here lies a dungeon known as Spirit Hold. It was all but destroyed during the calamity. Desiring to offer the ruins back to the forest, a hero ventured inside to carry out the rite of returning. Alas, it would seem something has gone awry. Word arrived just moments ago that the hero and his guards have been attacked by a towering shadow. Aye, you heard me, a shadow. On any other day, I would dispatch my best equipment to provide support, but I sent them to repel an Ixal incursion in the West Shroud near a bell ago. The timing of these events cannot be a mere coincidence. I fear the Ixal somehow caught wind of our plans or attempted to disrupt the rite in an effort to weaken the bond between man and elemental. They must not be allowed to succeed, and so I bid you to go to Spirit Hold and do whatever it is necessary to resolve the situation. Please say you will help us. Yeah, of course I'll help you, man. I knew you would not let me down. You will have all the support I can muster. Now, we are racing against time, so you had best make haste. Alright, bro. Alright. Who goes there? An adventurer, is it? Here Instructor Gafford's request, you say. Thank the matron. Doubtless you already know this, but a towering shadow manifested without a warning and attacked the hero in the midst of the rite. Most of his party has been successfully evacuated, but 5 remain unaccounted for. Please find them and see that they are out of harm's way. So I've got to go back in here. there's one there. You're alright, mate. Come on, up you get. You were sent to help. I fear you are too late. The ritual has failed. I must needs return to Gridania. The CCO must know of this. This guy's a tiger, isn't he? Is that a new race? That's Kamari. That's like Kamari from Final Fantasy X. That thing was no elemental, but a being born of darkness. The hero languishes alone in the depths. You must help him. Alright, let's go help him. Help the injured. I'm here, my dude. I got your back. Breathing heavily. Oh, that's an assassin. Oh, Ascian, sorry, it's called. Oh, mournful voice of creation, grant ye this humble sown a soul, that it may wake to life. Oh, bro. Oh dear. Going for the big boy. Alright, let's go. I gotcha. Big damage. Does that all day long. Okay, doing nothing to me. Alright, I think you got your word. Done. Right. That the golem could be vanquished. That man is no ordinary adventurer. Nah. I'm the adventurer of the Pompadour. Pompadour and adventurer. That's what I'm going to call myself. Spazzles of the Pompadour. Oh, what was that? Damnation. Here's Eludus yet again. Oh, fancy meeting you here. How are things? Not too bad, thanks. Pretty good. Oh, no, getting a headache now, apparently. Oh, cutscene. Whatever are you... Shh, more birds. This makes how many times today? 7? Their movements are are beyond our fathoming. Do you think maybe they're trying to summon their primal? I hope not, for all our sakes. Yet we must be prepared for the worst. Oh, more memories these are. Withered. The same fate has befallen Emerald Moss. It is as we feared. The Alamund anomaly is affecting life in the Twelveswood. You mean the disturbance in the etheric flow? The very same. The Guardians have a lot to answer for. The imbalance they have created is plunging the land into chaos, just as Louis Soir forewarned. It's no wonder the brambles have started appearing. Time is against us, but there's still hope for the land. We must hold fast to the hope that fight to the very last. Agreed. Whack! Stupid thing. These stupid things happen to be the very latest in Charlian innovation. Show some respect. But they're so uncomfortable and ugly. Oh, I think they look pretty cool. If you ask me, they're an improvement over that mask of yours. Throwing that shade. Hard to believe it's already been 5 cold years, isn't it? Already? 5 years is but a heartbeat in the life of the planet. I suppose you're right. Now that I think about it, the 12 Woods barely recovered that all, and the Gridanians still have the same old problems. Aye, along with some new ones. Just in case the Ixal and Garuda weren't troublesome enough, the Seals had to go and invite Brahma, didn't they? Or Ramu. Do you ever think about these adventurers who fought alongside us? I do. And then 5 years seemed like ages. I wonder what became of them. Ah. Oh, what's going on? Cherry blossoms. Yda, look. Golly, and this is what exactly? Yet another disturbance in the aether, and freshly manifested at that. It seems to be emanating from the Life Men stump. We must hurry. Ah, so this must be before they encountered me. This is what led to that. Interesting. Are you alright? Your eyes glazed over for a while there. Orgasm. Only explanation. The good news is that the hero is unharmed. Somewhat dazed, yes, but whole of body and mind. The bad news concerns everything else. Lest you forget, the 12 Woods is the domain of the elementals. It is by their leave that man abides in the forest and avails himself of its bounty. The ground which the dungeon occupies is no different. Having no more use for the dungeon, the Gridanians sent a hero to offer the place back to the elementals by way of the rite of returning, which is essentially an expression of gratitude. Alas, he failed to complete the ritual for obvious reasons. While the poor soul cannot be blamed for this, the fact remains that unless the elementals are given their due, they may well consider it a slight. And the very last thing the Gridanians can afford to do in these uncertain times is risk alienating the 12 Woods' eternal guardians. But you have more than done your part. You should see the hero to safety and send for his peers to finish the rite. In the meantime, please make your way outside and report to Alstan. But where are my manners? I am Papylmo, and the tactless woman beside me here is Yda. Papylmo and I are surveying the 12 Woods together. Pleased to meet you. Yda, give me a hand, would you? I like Yda. She's kind of like just forward, doesn't care kind of thing. Wait, there's something familiar about you. Could it be that you are? Never mind. Doubtless my eyes are playing tricks. Till we meet again. Alright, and we are done with that. Alright, Alstan. All this happened inside Spirit Hog. 12 preserve us. Who is the masked mage, and by what dark ambition is he driven? So many things shrouded in mystery. Well, I shan't find any answers on my own. I must needs discuss this with Gelfrid. The matter warrants a full investigation. If I'm any judge, that I shall certainly be my if I'm any judge, and that shall certainly be my recommendation. Sorry. Your courage has saved many lives this day, adventurer. For this, you have my deepest gratitude. Pray return to Gridania and seek out Ywain. I understand she wishes to thank you for all your efforts on our behalf. Ah, that's really nice of her. Ah, welcome back, Spazzles. A little bird tells me the hero and his party owe you their lives. A tale for the tavern, if ever there were one. It is only a shame that I must ask you not to tell it, for the time being, at least. Do I make myself clear? Not until the heroes have made their will on the matter known. It would be best to avoid unsettling people with stories of walking statues. Yeah, to be fair, I'll be pretty annoyed by that. Now then, you must have suitable recompense for your valiant service. Ah, for the first of your reward, I give you the leave to make use of the accommodations here at the guild. Arrangements have been made, so all you need to do to speak with Antoinette, whatever you crave, the comfort of a firm bed and a soft pillow. Oh man, I always crave that. For the second half of the reward, I offer you another path to fame and fortune. Guild leaves. Guild leaves are records of various requests we receive from the signatory. They outline all manner of tasks which ambitious young adventurers like you can elect to undertake. Gontrant is our guild leave official, or levy mate. Or levy meter? Levy meaty? Levy meaty, here at Carline Canopy. I've spoken with him regarding your knack for solving challenging problems, and he's eager to make your acquaintance. Yo, what's happening? By the way, have you perchance heard of the coming festival? It's truly a splendid occasion, looked forward by the young and old alike, and one I heartily recommend that you take the time to enjoy. Don't be too disappointed if the recent troubles cast a shadow over proceedings, however. I fear nothing short of the mysterious interloper's apprehension can prevent that. But we were talking about you, Spazzles. You have made Mother proud. Ah, Mother's proud. And I expect great things for you, young man. Alright, let's complete that. Let's complete victory pose. Whoa. And I've got level up. Ooh, awesome. Right, let's talk to my dude here. Levies of the Bent Branch. Mother Ywain has told me much of your endeavours, Spazzles. Have you considered attempting one of the guild leaves available here at Adventurers Guild? Guild leaves are the means by which we document requests for assistance from the signatory prior to assigning to adventurers possess necessary skills. From battlecraft leaves that require extermination of monsters to tradecraft leaves that ask for the creation of goods, the tasks we term levy quests are many and varied in their nature. Should you be interested via PQs? Should your interest be piqued or puked? I suggest you make your way to Bent Brass Meadows and speak with Tierney. She'll be happy to set your feet on the path to completing your first levy quest. Alright, cool. Might as well pick up the main quest while we're at it. Oh, hell yeah. How's my favourite fresh-faced adventurer? Oh, you're not a scout, so I speak out of habit. We've come a long way since you first walked through my door, and I'll not deny it. As a matter of fact, I think it's about time you made yourself useful at Bent Branch Meadows in the Central Shower. Ah, fair enough, I'm going there now. Unlike the recruits you see at the bannock, the men and women out on the Bent Branch are fully occupied with their own work. As such, I imagine there are more than a few who will welcome the assistance of a rapidly maturing adventurer like yourself. Bent Branch is also home to a very useful situated Aetheryte. It is, in other words, the perfect place for you to begin the next stage of your journey as an adventurer. What better time than the present? Leave the city by the Blue Badger Gate and continue southwest until you come to a bridge. Cross it, and when you spy an Aetheryte in the distance, may you congratulate yourself on having successfully found Bent Branch Meadows. If you so fancy, you may also make use of the Chocobo Porter service. That was the safest way to get your destination. Chocobo Keeps Singar should not hesitate to lend his birds to a capable adventurer like you. Oh, and be sure to introduce yourself to Keitha, the head Chocobo Wrangler, when you arrive. Alright, cool, let's accept this. Ah, you're returned. I take from your presence that you have gained a measure of familiarity with your weapon. Good, you're ready to begin the next phase of your training. You'll recall my telling you that it takes no small amount of courage to be a lancer. Now, in general terms, courage is the strength to do something which one finds unnerving. However, a lancer's notion of courage is not so simple. Having first drawn a distinction between courage and recklessness, he then divides the former two into two aspects. I would have you learn each with the spear in hand. The first is composure. When outnumbered in battle, a lancer may lose his composure and succumb to panic. Should this happen, all of his training will swiftly flee his mind and he will struggle to overcome his opponents whom he would ordinarily have bested with ease. He will, in short, contribute to his own defeat. If you wish to become a lancer in sooth, you must learn to maintain your composure at all times. Do this and you will be able to call upon every ounce of your strength and skill when it matters most. And so, to your first task. The riverbanks of the Central Shroud are home to a vile king known as Yarzans. Fiercely territorial, these creatures will attack anyone who strays too close, making them the bane of fisherfolk. They typically fall upon the prey en masse, barring all of avenues of escape before closing in for the kill. What must go through the mind of their victim in that instant? Panic? Despair? Be sure to tell me upon your return. Needless to say, I would have you brave such an encounter. Take this sack of decidedly noisome bait and use it to lure the ever-ravenous creatures out to the nest. Oh, excuse me, I sent my eye. It may be that only one curious Yarzan appears, but what if 2 or 3 follow in the scent? Let us see how you fare then. Go now, my young Lancer, and learn what it means to fight with composure. Alright, see what happens. Oh, damn. Oh, easy mode. Destroying these guys. Alright. Crush it. I got an achievement. Nice. Okay, so that's done. Okay, so this is the levy mate. Greetings, adventurer. My name is Tierney. I am in charge of assigning local levy quests here at Brent Bart's Meadows. Gon trying to convince you to seek me out, did he? Then I shall assume you have the basic understanding of what accepting a guild levy might entail. But first things first. I must be certain that your skill are a match for your enthusiasm. The Adventurers Guild would not approve of me sending a fledgling hero to his death or dishonour for want of the requisite capabilities. Take a moment to peruse the task outlined in this guild live. Do you believe yourself up for the challenge? I'm glad to hear it. Pray be aware, however, that Annals are wont to flee to their broodmates, when they sense they are overmatched. You would be wise to prevent such a reunion, lest the battle be drawn out past your limits of endurance. I need to attune to the Aetherite as well. Ah, I'm a dumbass. It was right next to me. Alright. Now got another. Oh. You must be the adventurer Ywain sent word about. I'm Kiefer, head of Wranglers around these parts. I've heard many and more things about you. Good things, lest you worry. When the elder Seatseer bade us welcome venturers, 'tis fair to say we had our doubts, till hard-working folk like yourself set about proving us wrong, that is. Consider me a convert, yeah. Any road, you've a mind to help us, help out at the ranch, have you? Good. We could always do with a hand or two keeping the place running smoothly. As a matter of fact, I've a task right here that wants doing. Let me know when you're ready to get busy. Oh, and you come highly recommended, so don't go letting no one down, eh? Nice. Get some trousers. Seven hell, some bastard Kirkwin has gone and broken in one of my chocobo eggs. Oh damn. The filthy little thief was busy looting the barn when the guard startled it, prompting the darn thing to drop the egg it was clutching and run. Some of the lads gave chase, bless them, but when 3 more of the vermin appeared there, me lot had no choice but to turn back. Something has to be done about this, Kirkwin. Would you mind heading over to Matron's Levy and having a word with a soldier named Rosalind for me? The ratmen nest in her neck of the woods, see. She'll know what to do. Alright, cool. Your first foray into the world of levy quests appeared to be a success, and here's a reward for your efforts. Bonus has been awarded on difficulty. Bonus has been awarded on speed of completion. Nice. Now that this little trial's behind us, I have no further qualms about assigning you to us about a task around Brent Bart's Meadows. There are levy quests aplenty for hard-working adventurers such as yourself, and a deal of fame and fortune to be won in their doing. Oh, cool. Alright. I was told a stalwart adventurer would be along shortly. I take that as you. Then permit me to tell you about our current operations. Wait, might this be your first time participating in a guild heist? I remember my first heist. It was night of my 20th name day. My fellow guildmates invited me guildmates invited me to join them in the slaying of a family of Piests, we'll go with Piests, who were stealing chocobo eggs from Brent Branch Meadows. The moment we arrived, one of the terrible beasts immediately turned to me and charged. The thing was thrice my size and already maimed several chocobo keeps. There was no way I could win, so I simply froze and waited for the end. But that's when I remembered that I was not alone. My friends rallied around me and together we defeated the Piests. That, my friend, is what a Guildheist is truly about. What say you, friend? Care to experience the heist yourself? Don't mind if I do. Let's go. I didn't think I was going to be in that quick. Right, kill everything. Okay. Take the enemies. Flank them from the right. Oh, we've got this. Alright, last one. Flank them in. Hahaha, a flying display for a first timer. Here's your well-earned coin. I tossed in a little something extra to sweeten the deal so that you might consider coming back. Ooh. An additional bonus has been added through party completing operation from a single KO. Oh, nice. What's some? Oh, level up! Level 12! Right, Rosalind. You're here on Kiefer's behalf. I see. Break one of our eggs, you say. And there were 4 of the creatures? The Kirkwin are a nuisance at the best of times, but we must now add trespass and chocobo murder to their list of transgressions. They have forced our hand. Our retribution must needs be swift and decisive. And who better than deliver it, the adventurer? Find the lair to the west of here and make an example of exactly 4 Kirkwing scramblers. We can send no clearer message. Alright, cool. Bit savage, I like it. In we go. You dead. Alright, let's hand this in. The deed is done. Good. A grim task, but a necessary one. You have shown them the folly of inciting the wrath of those who consort with adventurers. Perhaps now the Kirkman would think twice before giving in to their larcenous proclivities. Leather jacket. Close a job. Ooh, new helmet. Ooh, very nice. Alright. Ho there, adventurer. You seem light on your feet. Fancy a quick skip along the route of the Heavens Pillar here. I need someone to pick off a blue trumpet or 2. I know what you're thinking. It's not more than a mushroom. So why the commotion? I'll tell you why. You allow that fungal menace to multiply, and then within a moon, they'll be covering the whole damn route and rotting the wood clear through. Just watch your step while you're up there, though. The Dermites on the ground won't waste any time adding insult to falling injuries. Once you're done, head to the top and end of the route and report to Theodore. We'll be glad to hear someone's taking care of one more of his dreaded chores. Aw, man. Glorified chore boy right now. Alright. We're done. Nice easy task. Alright, and there's Theodore the man himself. Oh, you've cleared the route of the blue trumpets. Wonderful. It's be quite honest, I have this teeny tiny problem with heights. No, this is not my ideal posting, but we all do what we must. Keeping the route passable is an important job, you see. It's one of the few ways folk can traverse the central shroud since the calamity all but split the area in twain. It's not perhaps the easiest pathway to walk, but there are those who believe the will of the matron herself caused this tendril of a heavens pillar to remain thus suspended, that it might serve the forest people. I'm rather fond of the notion myself. That's a nice little way of thinking about it, really. It's regrettably my duty to stand watch over the road from here to Brent Branch Meadows. The ranch has become a veritable institution of Gridania, and so any threats to its continued operation are taken quite seriously by the woodwalkers. Which reminds me, mayhap was my imagination, but I believe I caught a glimpse of some shadowy fellow not too long ago. Would you mind passing word to Rosalind down below? I'll go myself. Well, it's hard enough, Miss marshalling the courage to walk the route myself. Shit. Alright. A shadowy fellow. Now you mention it, I've seen something. I dismissed it as a trick of the light before, but I thought I saw a shadow in the forest to the north. Still, I suspect it's nothing more than a Kirkwin thief on the run. If you must sate your curiosity, by all means investigate. Should you actually find something to note, I would very much like to see it. Alright, cool. One leather bag. Search the signs of the shadowy figure. Someone was here then. Okay, we're going to hand in this quest, and I think after that we'll probably go to the Lancers Guild, hand in that quest and pick up the newest one. Have you found something? Yes, found a leather bag. Don't know what's in it. Didn't think to open it up. Remnants of a campfire and a forgotten bag. This could belong to any adventurer or traveller. And inside we have a chocobo grooming brush and roseling oil. But wait, why would a traveller make camp here when it would be far safer to beg the hospitality of Bent Branch Meadows? Bugger me, I think this belongs to the stranger said to be meddling with the chocobos. Thank you, adventurer. We have been lax in our duties, but no longer. I swear we'll find this shadow. It's all coming together now. Alright, threat level elevated. Alright. We cannot allow other sentries to dismiss similar sightings. They must know what we have learned. To that end, I prepared this letter containing everything we know about our mysterious stranger. I need you to show my comrades throughout the shroud. Once each sentry has committed the details to memory, have them write their name at the bottom of the confirmation. Bottom 4 confirmation. Start with Elmer at Bannock, then find Bernard at the eastern gates of Bent Branch Meadows. They ought to relay the information to the others. Finally, make sure Elgar sees the letter. He stands watch within the stables, so if this stranger's aim is to harm the chocobos, Eligar may have to personally put an end to it. Damn. Okay, right, so now we are actually going to go back to Gridania and hand in that first quest for the Lancer. Alright, here we are. I'm back. Did you miss me? I bet you miss me, Ywain. Wayne, don't lie to me. You miss me. Alright, welcome back, Spazzles, and well done. I trust you now understand that in the times of direst need, no amount of strength or skill with a spear will avail the Lancer who lacks composure. You are now ready to learn the second aspect of a Lancer's courage, resolve. When faced with a terrible foe, a Lancer may succumb to fear and self-doubt. Should this happen, he will become defensive, and in seeking to cover his weakness, surrender his greatest strength, namely his capacity to attack. A Lancer who fears to attack is naught but a man holding a pole. His spear may as well be a broomstick for all good that will do him. It is not and will never be a shield. That you may learn the truth of my words firsthand, I bid you go to the central shroud, to an area adjoining the abandoned dungeon known as Spirit Hold. Since the calamity, the neck of the Torchwood have become a veritable menagerie of fearsome fauna. There we'll find 3 collapsed pillars, which have become a haunt for fell creatures. You have to put them down. What manner of things can you expect to encounter? Ha! To reveal that would defeat the purpose of the lesson, my young Lancer. I will say this, only this. If you face these foes with a Lancer's resolve, you will surely emerge the victor. Once you complete the trial, pray report to Gillian at the entrance hall. Since grasp the 2 aspects of courage, albeit with some trouble, though I doubt you will encounter similar difficulties, and her struggle has furnished her with certain insights which I think you would benefit from. A lancer learns best when he is doing. Aye, but the wisdom of his seniors is not entirely without worth. Now go, Spazzles, and do as I bid you. Alright, one here. Oh, that's part of the other quest. We'll add that in there, might as well. You don't look like you're here for training. No, here's my letter. A shadowy figure. Understood. I'll pass the word to recruits as well as the sentries. Let me just make my mark. There, that should do it. If you follow the road south, you'll find Bernard by the bridge to Brent Branch. Godspeed, adventurer. All in all, I think I'm making fairly good progress. I'll be opening up the first dungeon soon, I believe. I think the first one opens up at 15. I could be wrong. Oh, that was nice and easy. I've got a squeaky chair. Oh my god! Oh, that died pretty quickly. Hey, lick me! There. Be expecting you, Spazzles. By your return, I trust you now understand the importance of resolve. Like one's flesh, courage can be made strong. It is a matter of training each of its aspects. Ah, thanks very much, Abigail. Thanks for joining me. Now, the endeavour you may prove difficult in the beginning. Gods know how much I struggle. You may suffer untold humiliation and more frustration than you can bear, but you must persevere. Whenever you engage an opponent, whether in training or in earnest, make a conscious effort to fight with composure and resolve. Over time, doing so will become second nature and you will acquire such courage that you never thought could be yours. Mind you, not all battles entail a physical clash of might. It could simply be a disagreement born of a conflict in ideology. The point is, it matters not what battlefield you stand upon. So long as you take care to be composed and resolute, your courage will grow. Did that make any sense? Even a little? I feel I cannot hold a candle to Guildmaster Ywain, but if there's all I can do to assist in your training... Oh, is that something we put as a training area? Oh, serious. Who's this dude? And you call yourself Lancers? Pathetic. You are next, Guildmaster. Arm yourself and face me. Refuse and all will know that you are no true Lancer. Say what you will, I am above provocation. Craven to the last man. I just rock up and like, yo. I'll mess you up with my Pompadour. Ah, but what do we have here? Wait, here's Button Office. That makes no odds to me. You yourself admitted him to your angst, did you not? Ooh, savage. Very well, I shall withdraw for now. Yet know that only the fearless are fit to wear the mantle of Lancer. I look forward to measuring your worth in the days to come. Damn, this guy's not missing. There's no aught to see. Return to your drills. I've got to take this headset off. I've got to sort my hair out. I don't know what this little strand of hair's doing. What's going on here? What is this bit? Oh, super glued up there or something. Alright. Now that's sorted. Let's get back to this. Fearless. Absolute fearless. Spazzles, you made no attempt to evade his thrust. Did your opponent so unnerve you to deprive you of your senses? Well, it's of little consequence now. You need pay no further heed to our uninvited guest. Lest you wonder, it is not uncommon for challengers to come pounding on our door seeking to test their mettle. But now, dedicate yourself to tempering the two aspects of courage, the composure to bring the sum of your strength to skill to bear against your foes, and the resolve to attack when fear would stay your hand, as benefits a lancer. When next we meet, I shall have another trial for you, one that will put your courage to the test. Until then, continue to apply yourself to your training. Farewell, Spazzles. Ah, Spazzles, I swear you've gained an ailment around the arm since we last spoke. It is plain you have not been idle. In our previous lesson, you learned the Lancer's definition of courage, and how you might go about tempering its two aspects. Today, we should find out if your efforts have borne fruit. I see you have come prepared for battle. That is well. Your next trial will place you in the midst of a throng of enemies. In such a situation, one might be attacked from any direction, making it difficult to respond appropriately. Furthermore, the likelihood of being surrounded is not high. Will your resolve bear the weight of uncertainty? Will your composure hold when the odds are stacked against you? We shall soon find out. Should you overcome this trial, what courage you already possess will be further tempered. Now hear me well, for this is what you must do. I would have you travel to Naked Rock, where the Annals claim dominion. At the summit of the rock is a secret artifact, the Stone of Courage. You must claim it and bring it to me. If you are to reach your destination, we will need to negotiate a path through the whole packs of flesh-eating scaleskin. Make no mistake, the creatures are intimidating foes. To stride into the midst of so many would ask much of any lancer's courage. But given time and no small amount of perseverance, I am confident you will prove equal to the task. Alright. There it is. That's the area I gotta go to. You out. Just take you out. And it's... oh crap. Oh, this is so easy. Oh, have it. Right, I'll take my Stone of Courage, thank you very much. Congratulations, you have obtained a false Stone of Courage. Ah, you heard me right. False. What does that say about your courage, I wonder? How's it false? How do you know? Ah, but where are my manners? My name is Falcus. Falcus. We had the pleasure of meeting at Lancer's Guild, if you recall. On that occasion, I turned my weapon upon you, and you betrayed not a hint of fear. It was in that instant I sensed you were unlike the others, that you had promise. And so to the present. In its current state, the trial in which you are engaged, if trial it may be called, makes a mockery of the Lancer's art. Needless to say, this cannot be tolerated. And so I have taken the liberty of moving the Stone of Courage to a more suitable location. It now resides in the depths of Spirit Hold, under the guard of the fell fiends. A far more fitting challenge, as I am sure you will agree. Whether or not you will attempt to retrieve the stone is for you to decide. If you fear for your safety, I suggest you run back to the guild and bemoan the world's frightfulness to the many brave souls who cower there. Ywain will doubtlessly consider it a supremely courageous act. Yet know the Lancers may forge a true courage only in the midst of great danger. Alright, so I need to... where do I need to go? Wrong tab. Oh, I see where I gotta go. Big damage to him. go. Boom. Done. Okay, let's take the real Stone of Courage this time. Ooh, that would be sparkly. Okay, so that's the question. So I've returned. Tell me, were you able to obtain the Stone of Courage? Yep. Yes, this is indeed the stone, though it's in rather worse condition than I last saw it. What happened at Negative Rock? Well, I've got a story to tell you, man. Oh, I've already told it. The Lancer who but recently threatened you moved the stone to Spirit Hold. Not content with trespass and slander, the brazen fool now meddles with our training. 7 hells, this is not to be borne. Listen well, Spazzles. Though I do not doubt that you know better, my duty as Guildmaster compels me to state the obvious. Heed not that man's words. That a Lancer's courage can only be forged in the midst of great dangers is vainglorious triumph. As you've already learned, a Lancer's courage is the product of composure and resolve. Be under no misapprehension. Watchfully navigating the Annals territory served to temper your courage in a manner that blindly braving the terrors of Spirit Hold did not. As you continue your training, pray keep the lessons of this trial close to your heart. Before you return to your adventuring, there is one more thing I'll tell you. A recognition of your unwavering efforts in the trials thus far, I hereby grant you leave to join other guilds. Naturally, you must seek the permissions of the relevant guildmaster before commencing your training. Gridania is home to a great many guilds beside our own. If you consider combat your calling, the archers and the conjurers have a strong presence in our nation. Should you have craved more peaceful pastime, you may alternatively consider joining the level workers, carpenters or botanists. While there is something to be said for broadening one's horizons, it's also important to maintain focus. Always bears this in mind. As your guildmaster, I would naturally prefer that you first master the Lancer's art. Rest assured that will be time enough to take another discipline when you have done so. Yet whatever path or paths you choose to walk, I look forward to seeing you realise your obvious potential. Is it Bernard? Yeah, Bernard. Alright, Bernardo. There we go. You have business with me, adventurer. Yep, got a little missive here for you. Rosalind is right to be cautious, but a stranger to venture so close, yet to go such strange lengths to remain undetected is highly suspicious. They clearly have designs on Bent Branch. We appreciate the help. Should I write my name here, yes? And here, take it. You will find Eorzea in the stables past the Aetheryte. Alright, let's keep going. I'd love to visit like a recreation of Gridania. That would be so cool. Don't know where they could build it though. Alright, mind the birds, adventurer. They'll get nervous around strangers. Alright, here you go, Edgar. What's this? A shadowy stranger near the matron's levy. You've already shown this to Bernard and Elmar, I see. Good, good. Now all that's left to inform the staff here. Not everyone here is a wood whaler, true, but even our stable boys wouldn't hesitate to take up arms to defend these chocobos. Alright. And level 14. Okay, awesome. Getting there. Alright, Migrant Marauders. You're quite a compassionate adventurer by the sound of it. Well, far be it from me to look a gift and a chocobo in the mouth. A gift chocobo in the mouth, even. I have needs of a capable man like yourself. We received a peddler at the gate the other day, an excitable Lalafell that was sweating and swearing that he had been attacked by large winged beasts. Yet other than hornets, I know of no flying creatures in the region. If there's any truth to what he said, it might prove problematic for other travellers. Follow the road south and see if you can find every evidence to support his claim. And should you find something, kindly tell Lafara to patrol his area sometime instead of just standing beneath the spire and standing at the goddamn road. In those words. Ain't messing about, is he? Okay, so let's go. Where is the guy? Down to the south, he said. You're not the person. Right, over here. Ultra egg. Oh, this be a zoo, maybe? Zoo? I can't remember what the big birds in Final Fantasy is called. Never mind. Alright, cool. Taking care of that. Fair. Ah, do ya? A northern vulture? 2? And we're defending a nest? Well, perhaps we could omit the last detail from any official reports. I would rather not give Eorzea any cause to be cross. Thank you for slaying the beast, and you may rest assured I will not permit this to happen again. Got options for new bracers. I can definitely take these over my fucking oven gloves I've got right now. I have another task for you, adventurer. I need you to head to the hedge tree to the southwest of here and speak with Ywain. After treading to the hedge tree, the hero is scheduled to board a boat from the Mirror Planks. Well, the vessel's departure time has come and gone, but there's still no sign of her. Knowing how absorbed the hero becomes in her work, I am not unduly concerned. Armele, however, was responsible for organising Ywain's transportation and is likely wondering if her wayward passenger is ever going to arrive. Perhaps a gentle reminder is in order. This could be a pain in the butt. Let's do it sneakily. What trouble is my... yes, I've quite forgotten. Yep. There's a giant monster there. Let's hurry this on. Okay, yeah, we're actually going to attack us, I don't think. Oh, he's going for it. Oh, they're going for it. Let's get in there. Okay, let's do this. Epic battle music. Go. We could be here for a while. Matagagai. He's buggered off! Oh, fuck. Oh, screw this. I'm out. I'm out. Alright, Armely. Alright. You bear a message from Ywain, an evil presence in the deep craft. That does sound grave indeed. I shall organise a vessel for a later time then. Perhaps a bell from now. 2? Better make it 3, just to make it safe. Thank you for your trouble. Well, it's okay, you know. I don't mind. Ah, level 15. There we go. Alright, awesome. So, right, we're going to grab this quest. Might you assist me with another matter, sir? A wagon that departed from Quarry Mill was overturned on the road when some large, ill-tempered forest beast chose that moment to defend its territory. By Nothica's grace, the driver escaped without serious injury, but the wagon's cargo was not so fortunate. With none willing to risk another encounter with the creature, I can only assume the goods remain strewn across the ground where the incident occurred. Simply follow the road here to the south and you should come across the wreckage. Salvage what cargo you can and deliver it to Kiefer at Brent Branch Meadows, if you would be so kind. Alright, cool. I don't mind. I am very, very kind. Ah, and there's the cargo. Really done a number on that. Oh, I'm kind of curious as what actually made that go over. Oh, that kind of makes sense actually. Big old Toady boy. Let's go, Toady boy. A match for me. Ah, Spazzles, you come at a good time. I urgently require your help. Scarcely a bell ago, our old friend Falcus paid another visit to us. Seemingly intent on reprising the performance he gave the other day for your first meeting. On that occasion, he raved till the air was thick with slanders, declaring every soul who met his gaze more craven than the last. This time, however, not all ears were deaf to his myriad myriad provocations. It sees one of our younger members took offence at his word and demanded satisfaction of the road. The two has departed to duel to the east shroud. I had been on hand. Had I been on hand, I would have forbidden such folly and rebuked the lad for letting pride cloud his judgment. Alas, I learned of it too late, and the boy is gone. All we can do now is ensure that the hot-headed fool does not come to lasting harm. I would have departed in pursuit of the pair ere you came, but my duties keep me here. That is why I turn to you now, Spazzles. Pray, go to the East Shroud in my stead and watch over our comrade. Alright then. Maybe we do your dirty work you don't want to do. Oh, he's been buttered. So we meet again. Do you remember who I am, I trust? Who are you again? You wound me. How could you possibly forget your mentor? He who taught you the true meaning of courage. Well, it is of little consequence. Though you have forgotten the teacher, it is plain that you have not forgotten his teachings. I understand you were able to retrieve the Stone of Courage and Spirit Hold. It seems I was right about you. Aye, you had the makings of a true Lancer, unlike those charlatans at the Lancers Guild. It is well that you come to me, for I have just a trial for you, one that will do wonders to your courage. Not interested, you say? Ah, but you have no choice. Should you refuse, well, suffice to say that I will not be able to guarantee the safety of your comrade. When we last spoke, I told you that the Lancers may forge true courage only in the midst of great danger. Needless to say, the threat posed by ordinary creatures is insufficient. You must needs seek out better sport. Ah, but fear not, for I have taken the liberty of finding you something suitable. Take this alchemic potation, sprinkle it the exposed roots yonder. Doing so will guide you the wrath of a certain creature, which you must then strike down. Alright, bro. Oh! Look at this guy. Look at this guy. He's got these little things. Alright, exposed roots. Oh, is it one of those? Alright, let's do this. I gotcha. My dude just one-shot that. Samurai style. Done. Have all this power. Cool. Right, let's talk to Bartois. Alright, so you've vanquished the Trion. Well done. By striking down the frenzied creature, you have further strengthened your courage. Release your comrade? Oh, I shall. Once you've completed my next trial, which this one will pit you against a multitude of foes. Make your way to the Lifemen Stump in the central shroud. Once there, seek out a likely spot along the forest path to lay in wait. Man-eating wolves are wont to hunt there at this time of year, and it should not be long before a pack appears. When the beast shows themselves, you are to slay their leader, the Alpha Wolf. I shall be observing from up close, the better to offer you advice. There, bro. Alright, bro. Okay, so we want to go this way. Oh, there's a quest here. What's this? Oh, levies are full form. Okay, that's not, I need to worry about that. Take me to the bees! Where are the bees? Oh, here we go. We're going straight into it. Straight in we go. Oh, I'm trying to hug the wolf. Oh, here we go. Look at one of the little ones first. Ah, oh, what's more? Alright, we got this. Alright. Let's do it. Alright, kill the little ones. No match for me, come on. And we are... Did he bugger off? Oh, that's a bit rude of him. Let me do all the dirty work. Here we go. You are to be congratulated, Spazzles. By throwing yourself into the midst of danger, you further tempered your courage. My controller just died. Awesome. Right, nice it is. And in the process, you have brought peace to Life Men's Stump, a place considered to be sacred by the people of Gridania. Having undertaken my trials, you must now see that those issued by the guild are naught but child's play. Mine is the one true path to courage. All others lead to ignominy. If you wish to become a lancer worthy of the name, I suggest you leave Ywain and his house of cravens, never to return. Nah, mate. He's my boy. For your sake, I pray you do so soon. Till we meet again. Why has my controller decided to stop working? Okay, let me system configuration so I can actually no, it's not system character configuration. Here we go. Now I can play. There we go. Oh, I'm really not used to playing with a keyboard and mouse. Alright, there's my boy. Spazzles, thank God you are safe. The young fool of a lancer returned but moments ago and through choked tears recounted to me all that transpired. I understand Fulcus again attempted to force upon you his corrupted notion of courage. I cannot say this often enough. A lancer strengthens his courage by tempering his composure and resolve, not by rushing headlong into danger. You are able to overcome Fulcus' trials, 'tis true, yet know that you did so by virtue of true courage. That is, courage born of composure and resolve. You faltered not before the fury of a frenzied Treant, nor did you succumb to the panic when surrounded by bloodthirsty wolves. Owing to this, you are able to perform to the fullest of your potential. Oh, hell yeah. You have come far, Spazzles. It is past time I taught you the piercing talon technique, one of the most versatile weapons in the Lancer's arsenal. May it serve you well. Now, I must need decide what course of action to take with regard to your self-appointed mentor. Though no lives were lost, this latest incident only serves to confirm what I have long suspected, that Fulcus will cause great harm if left propagate his corrupted notion of courage. He must be persuaded to desist, though I do not yet know how. Mayhap his regard for you could be turned to our advantage. But leave such considerations to me. For the time being, you would do well to put Fulcus from your mind. Focus on your training and strive to master the technique I have taught you. I look forward to our next meeting. Alright, so we're going to get Piercing Talon, brand new spear, and I think we're going to go for some new boots. I haven't had some new boots for a while yet. Boom! Awesome. Alright, and with that, I don't know why my controller's decided to turn itself off, but I am going to end the stream there. So, to everyone who watched, if you're watching this on YouTube, thank you so much, and I'll see you next time. Ciao now.